Alright everyone, welcome to today's charting session. Sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we typically look at either yung mga trending names, meaning sila po yung mga pangalan na baka malaki yung ginalaw, whether to the upside or to the downside, or perhaps malaki yung value traded, or in general, mas minamatahan lang ng mga tao, no? Also, tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So kapag meron po kayong mga requests, please feel free to let me know in the comment section below. And as you can see, I do try naman na mapagbigyan lahat ng mga requests nyo, no? Sometimes lang, I'm just not as fast as some people would like. So pasensya na, mahina yung kalaban. Okay? So for today's session, let's start off with Petron, no? Or PCOR. Okay, so ano na nga ba nangyari dito sa PCOR? So it has come up, tag this area of previous supply, di ba? So nagkaroon tayo ng brief consolidation here before price plummeted really fast, no? So usually kapag ganon, binabalikan ng price, nakakahanap tayo ng reaction of some sort. So hindi naagulat na nung banilikan to, dito tayo nakahanap na reaction and price has pushed to the downside. Now what it does from here remains to be seen. Ano ba yung gusto nating makita? For me, I want to see a break above tong white zone na to para mag-open up yung possibility na either hanggang from 3.63 hanggang 3.95 or perhaps even all the way hanggang 4.09. Now, normally, sinasabi ko kailangan level section by section, di ba? Level by level. Bakit iba ngayon? Bakit ko linakihan? Kasi in this particular instance, nagkaroon tayo ng consolidation, quick drop, bounce, consolidation, quick drop ulit. So dahil dito sa pangyayaring to, it makes it harder, for me at least, to read yung mga ganitong klaseng structures. So, to make it easier on myself and to not put too much rigidity when I'm forming plans in case this is something I want to trade, I try to be more open-minded sa mga ganitong klaseng structures para lang hindi ako naiipit sa sarili ko. I don't get in my own way. Okay? So, yun yung bullish scenario. Ang bearish scenario naman is if we break beneath tong support na to, so that's at 3.23, no? If we break beneath that, then highly likely babalikan natin tong range na to from before. So that's 3.10 hanggang 3.27. And if mabasag natin tong 3.10, then we might come all the way back dito sa 2.93 with possible stops around these areas of lows na naiwan from before. Okay? So right now, tignan lang natin kung ano yung gagawin ng PCOR moving forward. I realize some people might be thinking na, nagka-flag siya. And that's true, no? Nagka-flag tayo. So if it breaks to the upside, perhaps it's a continuation. Lalo na may low, high, higher low, higher high na ng buo, no? So maaari na itong structure na to yung mag-lead na towards a push to the upside. Pero we need to remember, pwede rin na magparang head and shoulders pa rin tayo around this area. And yun yung pattern na maging simula ng pag-push naman to the downside. Okay, so always be careful, always be wary, always make sure that your risk management is in place and is airtight. Okay? Next, tignan naman po natin yung Wilcon, no? So, tong Wilcon, ano na nga ba nangyari? So far, di ba, nag-form tayo ng high dito, then nagka-low, higher, lower high, lower low, no? Ay, sorry, ito yung lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, tas may lower low. So, hanggang magbago yung pagtuloy ng ganitong klaseng structure, di ba? I wouldn't really consider na may any type of reversal na. Di ba? In fact, for me, para maging mas bullish to, I want to see a break above 30. If we can get a break above 30, then yung next na pwedeng untog natin is 31.5, followed by 33.7. And if mabasag yung 33.7, yung close natin dito at 34.95. However, kung patuloy lang to, ito nga yung lower high, tapos yung lower low, and so it's magbuo na naman tayo ng lower low, then possibly, kung mabasag tong 25.3 natin, mahihirapan na tayong i-anticipate where price could react from. Bakit? Kasi ang daming areas of previous consolidation dito eh. Medyo nag-stair step up kasi tong Wilcon. So, we could encounter support at any of these areas, at some of these areas, or none of these areas. What we can do lang if that time should come is to try and watch what price does if umabot siya dun sa mga areas na yon. kung magkaroon ng very bullish na structure moving forward, then perhaps that's something we can watch and help us anticipate if it's something that we should be trading moving forward. If it doesn't, step aside muna. For me, personally, wala pang clear-cut signal dito sa Wilcon, no? Maaaring sa mga systems nyo, meron. And if so, then by all means, take the trade. But for me, wala pa. Kailangan pa ng konting patience, kailangan pa ng konting tiyaga. Okay? Next, tignan po natin yung CREIT. So, CREIT, initially, I wasn't gonna look at this, but I decided na it would be best na meron tayong quote-unquote foundation or basis para if moving forward, we discuss this chart more, meron tayong sasandalan na initial na pinag-usapan natin, which is from this video. Now, the IPO price for CREIT was 2.55. We opened at 2.78. Okay? Nagkaroon tayo ng pullback all the way hanggang 2.71. And then from there, we launched higher and we formed this high here at 2.94. From there, ano na yung naganap? We can look at this in one of two ways. Way number one is kung long-term trader kayo, meaning binili nyo to with the expectation na hahawakan nyo siya for a prolonged period of time. Okay? And to be perfectly honest, if you're trading yung REIT, then that's likely the better way to go. Okay? Rather than expecting na may quick short-term moves, mas realistic to expect na kung nag-trade kayo ng CREIT, mas matagal yung hawak nyo most likely. So, kung ganon, then we form this low here, high, low here. So, dapat okay siya, no? However, dito, nag-form tayo ng lower high. Nabitin ng konti. So, right now, we're looking to see kung itong structure na to, babaksak ba? Mababasag ba itong 2.78 to form a lower low? If so, then baka balikan natin yung previous support natin at 2.71 and maybe even deeper all the way hanggang sa IPO price of 2.55. No? However, if we push from here, what we want to see is mabasag na tong 2.94. Mas maganda nga kung mabasag yung 3 pesos altogether para malinis at maliwanag na okay, bull run, we're here to stay, continuation lang, let's see where this leads. Okay? The other way to look at it is of course from a short-term perspective. If you're looking to trade this ng short-term lang, as you can see, I've laid out levels in between as well. Okay? So, kung mababasag natin tong 2.85 from here, that opens up this range hanggang 2.88. And if mabasag natin tong 2.88, it opens up this range here all the way hanggang 2.94. However, if yun nga, magpatuloy yung pababa, same thing. Pag mabasag yung 2.78, we're looking at 2.71 support. And if mabasag yung support na yan, baka bubalikan natin yung 2.55. Kasi, I know it's not on the chart, but you have to imagine na merong parang imaginary gap dyan eh. Parang imaginary friend, pero imaginary gap, no? So, may imaginary gap dyan eh. Kasi tumalon pa rin yung price from IPO price hanggang kung saan tayo nag-open. And that gap has yet to be filled. Now, I am not saying that all gaps fill and dapat matakot tayo. I'm just saying na kung mabasag man tong 2.71, then the natural level of support will be located where that gap is. Okay, so that's just something to watch out for dito sa CREIT. Alright? Next, tignan po natin yung HTI, no? So, HTI, we can look at this from a 30-minute perspective. So, I think the last time we discussed this, nagko-conso siya dito sa area na to, no? However, ngayon, ano nangyari is nag-breakdown na tayo. We broke beneath tong 1.2 na support, tested it from underneath with that candle. Tapos nag-range tayo dito sandali between 1.12 and 1.2. Dropped even further, opening up a new range between 1.06 and 1.12 before again breaking itong support na to. Tapos nakahanap tayo ng bagong support at piso. Kumbaga, psychological support. Now, for me, para magkaroon ng some type of reversal structure, whatever, no? Then I want to see at least a break above tong 1.12. Gusto ko mabalikan tong area na to. Bakit? Kasi at least, kung kunwari titignan mo lang kasi na break above 1.6, ang tight sobra eh. At least dito, mas merong breathing room. Yes, likely mauuntog siya dito kung saan tayo nagkaroon ng maraming support along the way, no? Pero kung sakaling mang hindi, mas mataas din yung next na titignan natin na upside move. Yes, you bought it at a more expensive price, but the risk-reward factor is likely much better. Remember, it's not all about the percentage. It's about the risk-reward. And you want better risk-reward, better than higher percentage. Okay? The other scenario we could be looking at here is baka pwede siya mag-form ng some type of inverted head and shoulders pattern sa area na to. Now, obviously, wala pa. And you shouldn't anticipate na, hindi, sabi ni GT, ganito daw. So, hindi, no? Hinihintay din natin kung mabuo man yung ganon, then we can rediscuss yung structure ng HTI then. But for now, to be perfectly honest, it's still looking quite bearish, no? Kapag mabasag yung piso, since it's such a nice round number, and yung discrepancy kasi na from piso, bigla naging sentimo ka na lang, parang may psychological impact sa market. So kung ma-break man yung piso, it's highly likely na we revisit yung low 90s or mid 80s, no? Before tayo makahanap ng some type of support or some type of consolidation sa area na yon, tapos saka natin marireassess ng mabuti yung chart. Okay? And then finally, let's take a quick look at MWIDE. So I wanted to look at MWIDE kasi nga, syempre, nag-CREIT IPO lately, di ba? So ano na ba nangyayari dito sa MWIDE? So itong MWIDE, nagkaroon tayo ng push dito, kinain yung karamihan, na-fill yung gap, then nag-bounce tayo, tas yung bounce more or less na undo, bumalik tayo sa area na to, at doon tayo naka-hold ngayon. Okay? So what does that mean? Number one, we can look at this na possible na nag-form tayo ng some type of triangle here. Okay? So that's one possible scenario. But personally, I'm not yet confident to say na ganito na nga yung formation. Okay? I want to wait and see more, maybe a candle or two more, just to see what happens next before I make up my mind. Pwede rin na mag-push pa to lower and it becomes some type of flag structure, like so. So marami pa tayong pwedeng tignan. However, ang important sa akin dito sa Megawide is number one, kung mabasag natin tong lower portion na to, then we either might come back to revisit tong 4.73 na support, or perhaps even all the way down dito sa 4.54. It doesn't change the fact na nag-flag siya pababa, like yung sabi natin, pero binalikan pa rin niya yung mga areas na ayaw natin sana siyang makita. Just because there's structure, it doesn't mean na dapat bullish tayo lagi. Context pa rin yung nagmamatter . Structures form all the time. Diba? So, context pa rin ang key. Now, ang mas bullish scenario sa akin is if we can break above tong 5.9 cleanly. Sabihin naman natin above 6 para mas malinis, no? Then that opens up this area here hanggang 6.54. Okay? Baka nga balikan pa natin tong 6.85 where we had a quick overshoot from before, no? Diba, nag-range tayo dito, overshoot, bumalik lang, nag-range ulit. Then broke down. So kung balikan natin to dito, pwedeng mag-range, same as before, pwede rin mag-overshoot. So that's just something to watch out for sa bullish side ng MWIDE. If we can break above 6.85, then 7.5 yung next strong resistance natin, followed by 8.15. However, balik lang tayo sa quick downside. Kung mabasag pati tong 4.73, then highly mababalikan natin tong 4.54 na nag-form na support from all the way back here, no? So, kung pati yon nabasag pa, then mukhang medyo delikado na talaga tayo. And yun nga, bagong price exploration na naman, bagong patience, bagong hintay, bagong waiting for structure to develop before we can reassess this particular issue again. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin. I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit papano, and I hope may natutunan kayo kahit konti, no? And as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!